We're 2-4 once again with NASCAR Heat 3. And in this episode of our season with Matt Crafton's number 88 Menards Ford, we are going to be completing race 20 of 23, which is going to be at Martinsville Speedway for the Texas Roadhouse 200 presented by Alpha Energy Solutions. This track is nowhere near Texas. It's in Virginia, but I guess they just have to throw random sponsors in random places because Texas is up next, and that easily could have been the Texas Roadhouse 350, or I guess because it's Jag Metal's 350. But you might notice we have a different paint scheme for this race. Actually gained, I think, 2 or 3 paint schemes since the last update for December. And yeah, they're getting a lot more paint schemes out there, though they're minimal changes whenever it comes to Matt Crafton's trucks. They just change what's on the hood. But now we've got the splitter, the banner on the windshield, and then you've got a different hood. It says Fisher Nuts on the hood. That is a brand of nuts or a mixed nut, something like that I've never heard of. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like, you know, tires, lug nuts, something like that. I don't know. But in the last episode, we went to Talladega Super Speedway, finished in 3rd place. Super Speedways in this game, you just can't win unless you get a miracle with green white checkers or something like that, or have this absolutely insane setup as far as like gear ratio and whatever, because max out the tire pressures and still they're outrunning me on the outside whenever I'm on the bottom with the draft pulling me, and they can just fly past me with no draft pulling them, and it's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. But still, we got 2 wins in the first round of the playoffs, and then we got that 3rd place finish. The second round of the playoffs, the round of 6, begins with this race, and then tomorrow we're going to do the second race. We'll have 1 race left next week, and then we'll finish off the championship. I think we should be able to make it to the Final Four just because we have so many playoff points at this point. We're right behind John Hunter Nemechek with 1 point there. We got 30 of them. We've got Brett Moffitt, who was the best driver in the regular season in terms of consistency. I think we'll see Nemechek, me, Moffitt, and Johnny Sauter make it to the end. I would like to see if Grandfinger can do really well in these next, 2 or 3 races and make it happen. But we're going to find out this weekend, I guess, because I think once we get down to at the first couple of races being completed, it'll be decided. But let's get to Martinsville. I swear this race ended as a night race in the 2018 season. This one right here, the second Martinsville race. I mean, it probably started like, late in the afternoon, but the same goes for the Cup race. Remember that very well. But it was like 6 o'clock or something whenever Joey Logano gave Truex the bumper going to turn 3 on that last lap. It was a little dark out whenever that happened, just like how they had with Jeff Gordon's final win. It was pretty late by then, just because of, I guess, cautions and stuff. Okay, but our setup today is going to be setup 6. We ran setup 5 last time, but I want it to be a little bit looser. Hopefully it's not too loose where it hangs left off a freaking corner that won't stop steering. It shouldn't be that bad. I just know that these things are slower and tighter than the Cup Series, and I should be upping my setups a little bit just so I can have a better advantage. But go to next session, and then head into qualifying. Something I can say about getting all these paint schemes as we get to the end of December is that I don't think there's going to be any more for the 2018 season, which is what I always do my Let's Plays on. With, well, the present year, the year that the game is released for my Let's Plays. I don't start doing Let's Plays for 2019 on NASCAR Heat 3 or 2018 for NASCAR Heat 2 just because, I can wait for the next game to come out to do that. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of paint schemes, like all of our paint schemes available whenever we do our Elliott Sadler Championship in the Xfinity Series season and our Kyle Busch Championship in the Cup Series. We're going to have all the paint schemes there. We're going to have a lot to choose from. And yeah, that totally beats what we had with NASCAR Heat 2, where the only time we actually had different paint schemes was whenever we got the Cup Series with Kyle Larson. We had 2 paint schemes, and that was because I didn't get the Hot Pass or whatever. But yeah, we're starting 12th in this race, outside of the top 10 and on the outside row. Brett Moffitt on the pole, and Grandfinger starting in 3rd place. Well, Enfinger, you be aggressive. You dive underneath Moffitt in that first corner, first lap, something, I don't know. Make a move, and at least he's starting on the inside. I can handle being on the outside. It's just got to make sure I get down there as fast as possible. I think for a whole lap I'll be fine. Actually, never mind. Someone in front of me failed the pre-race qualifying inspection or thing, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Pre-race inspection, optical scanning, laser, boo-boo, doo-doo, whatever. Parker Kligerman, yeah, fuck you. Good practice, no one cares. Okay. Well, that is terrible. Okay, now Johnny Sauter's on the pole, and Grandfinger's starting in 2nd place. I'm on the inside. That's great, but I think I would have rather have kept this. I'm not sure because it was Grandfinger, someone who's in the playoffs, and he's starting off the 2nd round just like me and Enfinger. So I don't know. Is that really a good thing or not? Setup 6. It does get a little loose off these corners right here. You see that right there. Man, I lost some speed off the corners. I'm lacking in acceleration right now. I don't know how I can fix that. I can turn down my tire pressures, but, we get to that last run, the tires are going to wear down too quickly if I try turning them down there. But we're in 10th place. Got 4 laps to go left in this stage. I try to send it under Harrison Burton, but he's not giving me an inch. I mean, you're not supposed to just give things away, but still. I figured he'd given up because he knew that I'm faster and like I'm in the playoffs, but okay, I'm not going to act like I'm entitled to a position. I got to earn it. Okay, I gave you 2 bumps now. If it's going to take another bump, it's going to be you getting wrecked, just like last time. I remember, Harrison Burton made the thumbnail because I dumped him into turn 1. Man, I wasn't trying to. I just freaking overdrove the corner, and he was right there in front of me whenever it happened. But in 9th place, make it 3 wide into turn 3, underneath Austin Hill, Justin Haley. Justin Haley's someone that should have been in the playoffs, but I don't think he made it. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't even remember at this point, but I don't think he's in there now. Overdrove turn 1 completely. Trying to get that run off so that Austin Hill doesn't clear me, but I think he's going to once we get into 3. Outside line. At least it doesn't work like it's not supposed to work at all, but yeah, I'm losing these 2 positions back. You guys are fighting for shit that I should not be putting up with you fighting for. Pushing Harrison Burton out of the way, trying to get that position out of the freaking way. I can't get the position. And now I got to deal with Parker Kligerman. I just can't get these positions kept. It's like I get the positions, and then I go overdrive in the corner afterwards, and golly, this thing just does not want to steer. Like, I'm trying so hard to get positions, and I'm stuck on the outside, and I just constantly stuck in awful positions. It's just terrible right now. We need to be more patient. I'm just upset, like, I get 2 positions, and then they just dive back underneath me, and I lose them, and I can't fight back because I'm stuck on the outside at that point. Freaking Parker Kligerman. Okay, well, Grant Enfinger, he fell to 3rd place, but that means he's going to be on the inside of the next restart. Pit stops are not happening after that one, but if I pit now, I should be able to make it to the end if whenever they take their pit stops after stage 2. So, I think I might as well do that. Actually, I don't have to pit at all for the remainder of the race because we can make it on field, so never mind. Yeah, we're not going to pit for the remainder of the race. Thing is, that was a bad decision if they're actually going to decide to pit after this stage right here. I don't know, guys. Like, was it a smart idea? Like, should I have pitted there? Should I have not pitted? Who knows? Because, for all we know, they're going to take pit stops over the stage, even though they're not going to need to fuel-wise. It's kind of what I did at Bristol. Like, I took a pit stop that I thought that I would need as far as tires go, but I should have made it earlier or something. I don't really think I need the stage points so much as I need the playoff points and whatever and try to win a stage. But, I don't know the chances of that happening. I really need a win, obviously. Get the win, lock yourself in. That's where everything counts the most. Just try to be more patient right now, not running people over nonstop. As much as I'd love to run Austin Hill over because I'm tired of trying to pass him over and over again. We'll just send it underneath him into 3. He's still trying to shut that door. And we'll get Stuart Friesen while we're at it. Into the top 5. This is classic Martinsville racing. You know, you see a little gap, you take that gap, and you just do all the rubbing and loving you need to do. Okay, so Myatt Snyder in 4th. Don't know where Grant Enfinger is. I think that is him in 2nd place. Okay, focus on your turns, JC. Golly, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. But, yeah, Grant Enfinger's in 2nd. I think Johnny Sauter still got the lead. Let's just try catching these guys and making some more passes before it's over, if we can. Yeah, I really think we need ourselves a really freaking long-ass run, like some 15 laps if I was going to actually catch these guys and even start passing people, because they got so far away from the rest of the top 10 throughout the restart because, you know, they race each other so much cleaner than everybody else in the back of the field trying to take advantage of that restart like me, because I know if I don't start passing cars or trucks right then and there, then it could never happen. Yeah, we got 14 laps to go, 16 on fuel, so we're going to make it to the end. We've got damages, by the way. I mean, it's Martinsville, so it really shouldn't slow us down that much, but it could. Yeah, no one's pitting. Maybe some people at the back of the field, but yeah, nope, no one's pitting. I don't know if anyone did after the first stage in the back, but we wouldn't have known about that. But Enfinger got 2nd there, so he got some stage points, of course, and if he's getting stage points, that's one way to get it into the next round for the final 4. But at the same time, he's on the outside of this restart. I could help him by being so aggressive that I overdrive turn 1 accidentally on purpose. Push Johnny Sauter out of the way like a douchebag, but I don't want to do that, even though that's truly what I actually am. Damn, this freaking truck is so freaking slow and lacking acceleration at restarts that I've just got to dive into that corner and keep my position from being lost at the last second. Okay, need to help Nemechek clear Enfinger so Enfinger can get back down to the bottom. And these guys are all right in front of us so that we can actually get these positions. You just gotta stay behind them and take an opportunity whenever it's there. Just seems like Infinger's not as fast as John Nemechek or Johnny Sauter because those guys are pulling away. And obviously it'd be faster than me if they're getting away from me. And we're faster than Infinger at this point. I mean, I don't know how long it'll take for his run to come along, if he's going to catch him or anything, but I just don't want to wreck him or something like that, try to get the spot. Okay, he's going to the outside. He's actually racing me like a teammate. He's actually giving me room. More room than the AI ever had, to be honest. Okay, I hit the apron, but let's complete the pass. Okay, we've cleared him, and he's stuck on the outside of Myatt Snyder, and he's losing even more positions. I regret. And then, of course, once I take a position, I overdrive the next corner, just like always. And a caution comes out as I am burning my freaking rubbers going into turn 3. Grant Infinger's pit. Oh, come on! Golly. I didn't even touch him, so I didn't do anything to him. I blame you, Myatt Snyder. You touched my Infinger, and now my Infinger's broken. Too good to come true. At this point, Grant Infinger is not going to make it to the Final Four at all. Like, that just, like, completely went down the drain. I'm not pitting or anything, but I guess, yeah, Infinger's all the way at 32nd place. Just blew a tire, crashed into the wall. I don't know who gave him a freaking tire up. I'm just kidding whenever I say it's Myatt Snyder, but, I mean, Myatt Snyder was the last person I saw pass him, so that's probably what happened. We suck at restarts. We suck at acceleration. I'm stuck on the apron. Get on the track. Not the apron, the grass. But I'm trying so hard to get that spot that I should have not lost the restart every freaking time because my acceleration is just terrible. And it's like, think about it. These are AI. They're technically on automatic transmission. We're on the same transmission. So it doesn't make sense how I'm just losing so much speed at the start of these freaking races. I don't know if it's the damage or my truck just genuinely not being as good as theirs for no reason. I feel like I am lacking in horsepower. And one last good old dive into 3. But, yeah, it was a green-white checkered. So we're going to finish 3rd place in Martinsville. Grant Infinger, with just a few laps to go, blows a tire and finishes in dead last place, doesn't he? So Johnny Sauter's locked himself into the Final Four. Brett Moffitt started in last place and finished in 27th. So he only made up 5 positions in this race. And, like, he had all race long. He was the fastest driver in qualifying, but then he failed, like, the pre-race inspection stuff. So I guess that like, really tore his truck down in his potential. I don't know, but still, he should have been able to finish, like, in the top half of the field, at least. But, yeah, 31st place for Grant Infinger. It might not have been last place, but Travis Quapple got that, and it is still a freaking travesty for Infinger. There is no way he's going to be able to make it to the Final Four at this point. Johnny Sauter, yeah, just dominant performance. Won the first, second stages, and then won the race as a whole. Everything really just swapped around a really good bit because I was thinking that it would be me, John Nemechek, and Grant Infinger or Brett Moffitt. And now neither Moffitt or Infinger is above the cut line. Instead, it's Johnny Sauter and Stuart Friesen, who's just been miraculously sticking into the playoffs. He's in 4th place just by 6 points. Moffitt's pretty consistent whenever he's not having issues like that, but I don't know about Infinger 10 points away. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Texas Motor Speedway for the Jag Metals 350, where we will be using this other new paint scheme that we got in the December update. I don't know what the sponsor is on the hood because I don't have a good perspective on things right now, but we'll take a look at it with the camera whenever we go to Texas. Get the right analog stick stuff they added for this game. Johnny Sauter is our new points leader by 5 points over John Hunter Nemechek, and then I think 14 points over me. So yeah, he's such a dominating performance with the playoff points and whatever. I mean, before that, he must have had like 25, but he gained 7 by winning the race and winning both the stages. So yeah, he just really proved that he's an actual contender for the championship. I like me Johnny Sauter. If I wasn't picking Matt Crafton, if it was a Chevy driver, I would have gone with Johnny Sauter, believe it or not. But I realized that I wanted to go with the Ford for this one and have the Chevy set aside for Elliott Sadler whenever we do the Xfinity Series. But yeah, Stuart Friesen behind us. Grant Infinger is below the cut line alongside Brett Moffitt. And they can recover. It's just Infinger's 10 points back. Moffitt is 6 points back. And golly, that is something I was not expecting going into this race at all. Like everything just flipped around completely. But yeah, see you tomorrow at my home track where hopefully we won't get screwed again. See you next time. That's that. And episode over.